not for too long. The other bike, I sit there and I go and I go. And if it wants to go, it will go. Doesn't need to go fast. It just goes. Yeah. I missed the bike show on the weekend. I went right by it. I went by the airport and I was like, maybe another bike next time. Something different. Let's see. You will know my vehicle by my license plate. I'll let you figure that out. You will know it's my license plate. I won't tell you. You will go by it one day, or you'll see me come get it, and you'll look at the license plate and go, oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. You'll understand. I'll keep that as a secret. What else? Somebody asked me when I had long hair what kind of shampoo I use. Oh, I didn't tell him that I was donating my hair. And he goes, sir, can I ask you a question? Because I had really long hair. What do you use? And he goes, I go, by the way, I use Pantene, and I'm doing it because I'm donating my hair to Pantene for sick kids. And he shut up. I said, don't. He goes, I'm really sorry I asked you. I go, no, don't worry. I'm okay with it. If you can ask it, that's fine. I'm all right with it. I am born in Italy. I wasn't born here. My video made sense, I suppose. So I came when I was a young kid. So no accent. We moved to Edmonton, Regina, and then we came to Toronto, East York, and then finally moved to Scarborough. I used to teach basketball drop-in center at McCowan and Eglinton, 5 years. Friday nights, only twice we ever had an incident. Someone pulled out a knife. Wow, and it always happens with the guy that's visiting, never the guys that were there. Some of my, what do you want to call them, my participants? Some of them have done very well for themselves. One has a music studio. One's doing European shoes or something. I think he's loaded now. And then there's probably a few of them I have no idea where they are. I hope they're still alive. Yeah, I've done some silly stuff like that. That's silly, good stuff, I think. That's it. Like I said, I got 3 boys. I always joke around, I go, you got a problem with me, I'll just send you my boys. I go, all 3 of them? You might be able to take one, but when all 3 of them gang up, yeah, you need to see their TikTok videos and all that. They're cute little guys. And they're me. All in some Thai boxing. Kind of a joke. I was in a class in my first year. One of my students stands up. He stands up to me, walks up to me, and he goes, I know who you are. I know who you are. I've seen you before. He puts up his hand and you're like, he's getting ready to fight. And everybody's like standing there, what? And then I looked at him, oh. All right. And it's like, everybody's like, what you doing? I go, just kind of give him a hug. I go, yeah, I know who you are. We've done competition with him. But it took me a while because I guess I had cut my hair and he looked different. I mean, whatever, I suppose. You never know who you know. Or sometimes I've taught some students and I know their fathers. Oh my God. Went to high school again? Your father? I go, wow. I go, damn, yes, I am old. So, that's about it, I suppose. Want to do one lecture? Yeah, let's do one. It'll be quick. We'll get it done and over with, send you guys home. You guys are done after this, right? Yes. I hope so. Told you, I just keep yapping. You guys don't say anything. Where am I? All right. General information for install, for an installation. This is going to be residential. Listen, my advice is residential's easy. You can probably do well in it. But you're here now. Learn to do commercial, learn to do industrial. You will get paid maybe $20 an hour to do residential. You will do a subdivision, 500 houses. You are going to make holes in every single joist. You are going to run the wires all through those joists. You are going to put in all the receptacles. And you are going to do the panel. 500 houses. Tell me how you're going to feel about that one. And you're probably going to wear running shoes. And you're going to have one drill here for one thing and another drill here. And you're going to bust your butt. Now you get to do commercial industrial.
Pulling wire.
Yeah, it's somewhat pulling wire. But now you're going to get paid $40 an hour.
There's such a difference.
Oh, absolutely. Because of your knowledge. Industrial, I do industrial and commercial. I do residential for fun, in a sense. I could do it for friends and that. I don't want to do residential. I just finished doing my own basement. I don't want to do residential. It doesn't stimulate my brain. The best thing I've ever done was service work. If you like to go out and not know exactly what you're going to get into, that's the place. You go there, and every day is an adventure. And you know what? Some of those people who do that become very genius in a sense. They figure things out. I did it for about a year and a half. It was like, yeah, but I don't. What I hated was Friday afternoon, I'm in Mississauga, 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock, heading back home because it's the end of the day. I'm almost home when I get a phone call. Our machine's down. Can you come back? I gotta go back from traffic. And I gotta just, no, I don't want to do that. You might talk to David. He's non-union, he's got his own company. I'm from originally union. I've also done non-union. I've done both. I just figured if your boss is good, he's good regardless of union or non-union. I don't care. The nice thing about being union, you'll get paid over $40 an hour, $65 package deal an hour. That means all your benefits. You get courses that are free. Fire alarm, anything you want. I've been taking arc welding, free. That costs a lot of money. Fire alarm and all sorts of courses that you can take. That's the nice thing about the union thing. I've also worked for non-union companies that are great. There's some non-union kind of companies like Mayfair and that. Huge outfit. They're not union, but they got benefits. Maybe benefits you don't care. Maybe your spouse or something has it, and you don't care. That's fine. If you finally get your license, always adventures anywhere else, say Fort Myers and that, where you go up in the middle of nowhere, in Hydro or something. They pay you $60, $70 an hour. You work 10 to 12 hours a day. You can't go anywhere. You're on a camp in the middle of nowhere. And unfortunately, no alcohol, no drugs. I guess they can't stop you from gambling if you want to do that. People, I have buddies of mine that go up there, they work for 6 months and make $90,000. And you can't spend it. What are you going to spend it on? Everything's there, right? They come back home, they collect a little bit of POGI, unemployment, stay off a couple of months, and then maybe go back again. Great gig if you want to do it that way. If you're married, you got kids, you got a spouse, you got a boyfriend, you got a girlfriend, it may not be a good thing because you're going to be away from them all. Great way to make money. There's lots of stuff out there for it. It doesn't have to be in Toronto. One of my students taught 4 years ago. He works for Toronto Hydro. He is the manager of a call center. They can really, really, really good. Probably 100 something. He wants us to get more of us. And we've been talking, we've been negotiating with our courses and stuff like that. We went to do a field trip there, and I didn't realize he was there. He was surprised, I was surprised. We hug each other, and we're all like, these guys. Stuff like that happens. We stick together. We help each other out. We have a pack. It's a group where people from ESA and different industries and solar and we all get together twice a year. We sit down and talk about what they want from us, what we want from them. They offer us opportunities. So if you need to do this and this, can you get your students up to par on this? And we'll give them jobs. We got co-op and all that. It's really cool stuff. We're never going to get through this lecture. All right, the code book looks like this. It's thick. Oh, here's another quick story. So I'm doing, I'm in trade school. We're doing a residential panel and all that. My buddy and I have been working together on a real job site. Everybody's been taking about 3 hours to put these things together. Him and I, 2 hours. We're the group. We're the men. We're the ones that everybody's looking at us saying, we did this. And it looked something like this, really neat. 2 other guys after this, all they do is residential. They beat us by a half an hour. I was like, it looked like crap. It works, but it looks like crap. And the guy says, what's the difference? We put drywall in front of it, you won't know. That's the difference between us and residential. When we put in conduit, everything's nice, everything looks neat. Everybody gets a seat. I did some work for Guru Studios on King and Spadina, and they wanted everything exposed. They didn't want any offsets. They wanted everything in 90 degrees or dead on. That's really hard to do because you have to plan everything perfect. But when it's all done and you look up in the ceiling, it looks nice. It looks really, really nice. I did some work putting in generators. We had 3 generators, 3 conduits per generator, 3-inch, and we had to come out from different layers into it. And they all have to come in perfect. They just can't come in one nose or whatever. They have to come in all nice. If you could do work like that, it's phenomenal. It looks good. You know what? When you pull your wires through, it's also easier. Work is easier. So this, when you guys are ready to write your CFQ, I think it's now 100 questions, 100 multiple choice, 3 hours, maybe 4. When I did it, 110, 3 hours. It's a lot of multiple choices. Some things you know in the back of your head the answers, some you might have to look up. We were doing a review on this in school. We spent half an hour on one question. It was about a marina question. And now she's bothering me again. Watch when she walks by. See, told you. So a marina question, spent half an hour calculating the service for it. In the end, we had all we had the answers, but we had the right answer, and it was double what. He goes, well, just divide by 2. I'm like, just divide by 2. Nobody could figure out why. I did the CFQ. Guess what? Get what question came up? That question came up. I just circled C, moved on. Because it's all about speed. You guys are going to realize you're going to beg your teacher in code. Can you give us more time? You need to build up on that speed. You need to work faster because they don't care. 100 questions, 3 hours. What's that? A couple of minutes per question? By the time you finish reading, you better. If you have to look up every single one, you're not going to pass. All right. we already know when we go through our code book, well, we were going to know, I'm sorry, because this is, you guys haven't done it yet. We talk about generals, no, let me not mess this one up. We're going to talk about even services. Each section, you know where to look for. I always say, how do you know where the milk is in the grocery store? When you go into the grocery store, where's milk? Well, you don't know until you find it. But once you've been there, you know where it is. If you've never been into a grocery store, you know it's not going to be at the very front. No, not usually. But the whole idea is you have to get there at least once to know where it is. And that's how the code book is. Once you figure out how it kind of works, you can find it. Different rules, the fire alarm, tubs, temporary power, solar. We just had an update on our code book, 2018. They added 90 pages. Code book started off probably like this, and they always add to it when something bad happens. And it comes, basically the code book is about minimum and maximum. They give you the minimum safety that you need. Can you do more? Absolutely, but you have to hit the requirements. Some things are maximum. Maximum. How many wires can you shove into a pipe? Or we call them conduit, we don't call them pipes, even though they look like it. You're going to find out we measure our conduit on the inside diameter. Plumbers use it on the outside diameter. So our pipes don't match up with their pipes. We talk about, if it says shall be, let's just take an example. Shall be means it has to be. There's no doubt about it. Acceptable, fine. Permittable, these are things that we say. So, thou shalt do. There was one thing in the code book where it says, thou shalt not put 2 or more boxes in such and such. What does that mean? You can't put 2 or more. Wouldn't it have been just